Exploding Kittens! It's the most popular modern card game that nobody in the hobby cares about. Well, a new 2-player version has just been released. Last year, I really enjoyed Matthew Inman's 2-player word game, A Little Wordy. Let's see if this 2-player remastering of a modern classic is also worth checking out. This is a 2-player only game. Big Hands. Each player starts with a whopping hand of 8 cards, including 1 defuse card. The Hottest Potato. 1 Exploding Kitten card is shuffled into the deck. Whoever draws it must spend their defuse card or lose the game. There is only 1 other defuse card in the deck, but it may already be in one of the player's starting hand. Turn it up! On your turn, you may play any number of cards that you want. You end your turn by drawing the next card on the deck. Delaying the inevitable. Cards you play let you do things such as skip your draw this turn, force your opponent to take 2 turns, steal a card from your opponent, and shuffle the deck. Denied! Sit down! There are 3 Nope cards in the deck. They can be used to negate the effects of cards that your opponent plays on you, including other Nopes. This game has a box and insert that is specifically catered to mass market stores, because most people who shop for Uno expect this kind of quality for small card games. Needless to say, I think it's really bad. The card quality is nice, with linen finish. As for the art, here are my thoughts. Back when the original Exploding Kittens came out in the year 2015, the Oatmeal was at the height of its power and influence. I remember not only adoring the art and the humor, but also revering it as the benchmark for webcomics of the time. Fast forward to today, well, Matthew Inman's quirky blend of bodily humor and random animals doing random things isn't really for me anymore. I do like the bunnies though. And I also like that certain cards that serve the same function actually have different art and subheadings. That's pretty nice. It's been a while since I've played the original Exploding Kittens, and that was before I knew anything about the hobby. But back when I did, I remember thinking to myself, wow, this game is perfect for what it is. Believe it or not, I think the same of it today. Exploding Kittens is the perfect mass market game. It's got a lot of luck, it's easygoing, but it has a nice helping of tension to keep players engaged. The main actions are designed to mess up your opponents and get them eliminated, but it's not mean enough for feelings to be hurt. And that is my favorite part about this design. How it manages to be take that, but still a pleasant group experience that brings out a cozy vibe. I also think that there's just enough going on in the game that some inexperienced players may find it stimulating and even challenging, which also makes it a really good bridge to other modern board games. With all that being said, do I like the game? No, I really don't. There are easily more than 50 games I'd rather play with non-gamers than Exploding Kittens. I still admire it for what it offers to the atrocious repertoire of widely recognized games. But yeah, definitely not for me. So now we have this 2-player version of the game. And I gotta say, I think they did a great job of adapting the original into the smaller format. The easily trackable number of Nope cards, Defuse cards, and Exploding Kitten card makes the hidden information more fun for both players involved. Games are 5 minutes long, and the lack of player elimination is naturally welcome. But the best thing about Exploding Kittens 2-player edition is that the cozy vibe of the original game comes across even better than before. Again, no player elimination helps. But also, when you're taking a card from an opponent, there's only one opponent to take from. So if something exciting happens, both players will be directly impacted by it, which can create very memorable moments. It's definitely a fun one to play again and again just to see what happens. And so I will give this game a strong recommendation for couples and roommates and friends who are not into board games but just want a simple time killer. And if you have room for one more tiny card game, I recommend Kariba. That being said, if you're a gamer with little or no nostalgia for the original Exploding Kittens, then there's probably not much here for you. The replayability is quite limited, and you probably already have many two-player games that you'd prefer to play, which may include The Fox and the Forest, my recommendation for you today, and Kariba, again, because it's that good. But do keep Exploding Kittens 2-player edition in mind if you need a small gift for someone who's not into hobby board games, because it just might be perfect. For me though, I'm done with it after 2 plays. But before I decide what I'm gonna do with it, I will give Exploding Kittens 2-player edition a 5.5 out of 10.